following is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions. Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now. There we go, folks. Well, good afternoon and welcome here to the ballpark as we come to you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank y'all very much. I got my popcorn delivered. So we're going to have that as we go in between innings. We're getting ready to go for some baseball here on a Wednesday, and it was a little bit windy and a little bit rainy as getting ready to go for this ball game coming in here this afternoon. But it looks like we're going to get the game in here. St. Augustine is in town to take on the Dragons. Makeup game from Tuesday or so that they didn't get to play due to lack of umpires. And it looks like we still may be that way as we may be down to only one umpire here in this ball game. So we'll see how it goes. Got Coach Williams and Coach Sexton ready to go here in this district matchup as the Dragons were able to get the victory yesterday over Woden there to improve to, I believe, it's 6-1 in the district here. And the St. Augustine Wolves still looking for that first district win here, see if they can pull that out here this afternoon as we get ready to roll for this one. And I don't believe we're going to see any rain. Got some clouds out there, but right now it's just really looking like it is. Here, let's do this. I apologize, folks. Let's get this done that way, and I'm not quite sure. Okay. Well, we'll give me 1 minute here, folks. We'll take a break, and while we do that, we'll see if we can get this camera fixed. My apologies.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading Deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. You can come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
Joaquin Tire in Joaquin, Texas. Family owned and operated with new and used tires, general mechanics, and road services. Jesse and his team is proud to serve the community with car, truck, and commercial mag vehicle tires. They're located in Joaquin at the 84 and Highway 7 split. Call the shop today to make an appointment at 936-269-9516. That's 936-269-9516. Joaquin Tire is a proud sponsor of Game of the Week. Stop in and see them today for all of your new and used tire needs.
Behold the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond League Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond League Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back here as we're ready to go for the first inning. Let's go around the horn here for the Shelbyville Dragons is Doggett on of the hill. Harbison behind the dish. Lambright at first. Duvon at second. McDonald is at short. Murray is at third. Scarborough left. Harvey center. Doggett is in the right. Ready to go here. First pitch. Tanner Doggett on the way. Burrell laying out there for the bump. Murray coming over from the third base. Throws over. Gets Lambert for the 5-3. One pitch, one out. So one pitch, one out here. To the plates, Amburn comes up here for the Wolves. Running right over there to third. He'll send it back over there, and it's a low throw there, and it gets under Lambright's glove. Amber not able to make the turn. It's him and Lambright kind of ran into each other over there at first. So the error gets him on. So the Dragons now have a base runner over there. I should say the Wolves now have a base runner over at first. Now from the stretch goes Doggett. That's low, ball one. Luna at the plate here for the San Augustine Wolves standing in here. Pitch comes in outside. And that's ball two. Runner over at first. Shot back to the screen. That's a foul ball. So 2-1 now here to Luna. That coming in there now will be a 3-1 count. Luna stand in, trying to get a couple of guys on here to start against Doggett. So 3-1 to him. Luna stands right in here, ready to go. Doggett with a runner over at first. Reached on the air. And now will come set. Ready to go. Pitch on the way. That's coming in there for a strike called. And it's now strike two, so that runs the count full, 3-2. Now you may see the umpire back there behind the pitcher, and we may have another umpire on the way, but right now he's going to handle the duties of the entire umpiring crew from right there behind the dish, and that's going to be ball four. So base on balls, runners now at first and second here for the San Augustine Wolves, only one out. So come to the plate will be Davis, the shortstop. He'll step up here now. Runners at first and second. Tanner Doggett. Setting in, ready to go. Runners take their leads at the base pads here. Only one out. We're in the top of the first. That's a little runner, and he goes off of the glove of Doggett. May get no tag of the bag there. I don't know why the Dragons didn't tag the bag for the force out. Now everybody is safe. So now the bases will be full. Of the fielder's choice. So now the Dragons will face bases loaded here. Will Doggett with only one out. And the base is full. Here we go. Doggett. Foul ball. Sends Rodriguez, the pitcher. Foul ball. Rodriguez taking Coach Sexton down to the first baseline, steps right back in. 0-1. Davis will be on deck. Bases full, one out here for the Wolves. Trying to strike early here in Shelbyville on this Wednesday afternoon. Doggett delivers. That's in there for a strike. Good call. It's 0-2 to it. So Rodriguez trying to help his own cause and get some runs on the board before he steps to the mound, steps to the plate once again. Here's the high pitch, and it's ball one. Not going after that one. So working from the stretch here now, Tanner Doggett. Coming set, checking the runners. Here's the, oh, that's a nice job with the curveball. The breaking ball gets him on the swing and strikes. That's out to number 2. So 2 outs. Bases full. Let's see if Tanner Doggett can get out of this without any damage done here with the base pads full of wool. Step to the plate is Davis, number 12. And he is the third baseman for Coach Sexton's squad here for going to get a pinch runner out there at second for Luna, the catcher. So Davis steps in here, bases full, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball back to the screen. 0-1 to Davis. Say congratulations to the Shelbyville Dragon band. I understand they did very well at some competition in the last day or so, or today. Maybe yesterday, that's when it was, so congratulations. Here we go to the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2 to Davis. Trying to get out of this inning is Tanner Doggett. And now Davis steps right back in. Dupree waiting on deck. And Tanner Doggett looking to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Soft foul ball back to the screen. So we'll do it all again here on the after the foul ball. 0-2 to him once again, Tanner Doggett. High fly ball going to be out of play. Stays 0-2. Back there battling is Davis. Trying to push at least one run across here. The base is full. Base on balls, a error. Fielder's choice. Could be called an error there, but let's call it the fielder's choice. That's up high. Got away from him there. 1-2. Wind's still whipping around a little bit here. Every now and then it'll whip up pretty good. But hopefully that rain's going to stay away. May see just a little bit. It was a little heavy earlier. Looks like it's going to stay out of the area here tonight. Coming set, Tanner Doggett, 1-2 to Davis on the way. Staying alive, Davis sends it back to the screen once again. Left fielder Dupree on deck for the Wolves. As you can see, the base is full. Everybody taking their lead here. 1-2 to Davis once again. Tanner Doggett trying to find that pitch. Now going to throw over to third. Everybody gets back here on a throw over to Murray. Diving back in over at the third. Amburn, he's at third. Pinch runner is Garner out there at for Luna at second. That's up on the inside. Goes 2-2 to Davis. And Davis over at first. Rodriguez struck out for the second out. Here's Davis now with a 2-2 count. Doggett comes set to the plate. Swing and a miss for the strikeout and gets him swinging. That's a big strikeout right there for Tanner Doggett, leaving the bases full for the third out. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score coming up for the Dragons. Doggett, McDonald, and Duvon when we come back right here on a NETsn.
Pineywood Sports and NETsn say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your third-generation supply store and lumberyard. What do you know about Tammy Steptoe Realty, with the exception of the fact that she's the #1 realtor in the area? Take another look. Red, white, and black. Ever notice some other places are red, white, and black? Ever put that together? Tammy Steptoe Realty, so proud of the Shelbyville Dragons.
Alrighty, folks, back here ready to go for the bottom half of the first. Shelbyville Dragons come to the plate. Going around the horn for the San Augustine Wolves, Rodriguez on the bump. Luna behind the hill, Kearney at first, and Burnett second. Davis running the left side of the infield. Got Dupree in left, Burrell in center, and Lacey is in right. Doggett, McDonald, and Duvon. First three up here against the pitcher Rodriguez. If you're just joining us, one umpire here tonight working it hard over there behind the dish. I should say behind the pitcher's mound. Coach Williams down the third base line and Coach Murray down the first base side here for the Wolves. First pitch to Doggett. Outside, ball one. McDonald on deck here. Back in after the ball gets away there. Rodriguez pitching low outside. It's ball two. To an ode. Up on the inside edge and called Steve Rack one. Oops, sorry, that's not the one I want. This one right here. It's not a run, that's a strike. 2-1 to him. Good pitch there from Hunter. I'm sorry, from Rodriguez. As he was able to find the inside edge. 2-2 now. So Tanner Doggett seeing a little bit about what can be called there as catching the inside edge there is Rodriguez, and it's a good pitch. Caught it there a couple times for the call. That one's low and outside. Runs the count full here to the leadoff hitter for the Dragons. 3-2. So Doggett looking for a pitch to drive here. 3 count. Oh, full count. That one's out just a bit outside. Base on balls to start off. So leadoff man on here for the Dragons. So to the plate now, Gavin McDonald playing shortstop today for the Dragons. Ready to go now against Rodriguez, who will come from the stretch, taking the lead. Tanner Doggett over there at first. Up high, that's ball one to him. One over to McDonald, standing right in here. Rodriguez gives a quick look here as Doggett has the lead over at first. And he's going to take off. That one's going to get behind the catcher. And stolen base, number one of the day here for the Dragons. Puts a runner in scoring position. It's ball number 2 here to McDonald. So right back in goes McDonald here with a 2-0 count. Duvon on deck. Gus Duvon on deck for the Dragons. Rodriguez checking him over there at second. That's a good pitch there. That's a nice strike there for Rodriguez. 2-1. So now 2-1 to him. Rodriguez to the plate, low outside, had some movement on it. 3-1. So McDonald right back in here, looking to see if he can get on as the Dragons are looking to get something started here in the bottom of the first. That was a nice pitch there, no call, and the ball gets away from the third baseman Davis, so he is in there for the stolen base. So now runners onto the corner, so second stolen base here by Doggett as he'll be at third, and McDonald reaches on a base on balls. That was a good-looking pitch there, and I don't know, just going to say that was a good-looking pitch there. Here comes another umpire who has made the trip here and get it, so that's going to help out the guys. So appreciate them umpires that come here and have a hard job. And appreciate the umpires getting here to make sure we get the game on. All right, so now runners will be at second and third, or first and third, I should say. Runners on the corners. And now stepping in here is Gus Duvon, the second baseman. That's low and outside. And that one's going to be thrown down the third base line, and it'll get away. And right down into left field here coming in to score is going to be Doggett. And going ahead and turn around here and being able to come home from first all the way around here on the error is going to bring in 2 runs. And now the Dragons will lead it here by a score 2-0 on the error by the Wolves. And it will now be a 2-0 lead here for the Shelbyville Dragons. After that one gets away there, Luna tries to hit the third baseman down the line there. That's a smack going out into right center field, and it will get down. And now will be Duvon on with a base hit here for the Dragons, our first base hits. But 2 runs come in here on some base on balls, and now the error. That brings in 2 runs, and it's now 2-0. And back over to first goes the runner for Shelbyville. Coming to the plate will be Lambright, the first baseman. And the lefty will stand in here as they got a throw over by Rodriguez. Holding him on over there at first is Curry. So Lambright waiting for his first pitch. Obregon will be on deck here for the Dragons. Taking a lead at first is Duvon. And he'll take off there trying to make another steal here. Dragons looking for their third steal. Just does get in a good throw there. A little high there by Luna, but a good throw. And a third steal by the Dragons puts him in scoring position now at second base. So it's 0-1 here to Lambright at the plate. Rodriguez comes set, working out of the stretch once again here. The runner in scoring position for the Dragons now at second here. In the bottom of the first, they lead it 2-0. That one gets away from Rodriguez high outside. And it's now 1-1 to him. 1-1 count. Lambright stands right in here. Rodriguez throwing over, and Davis there to cover, but Lambright, St. Duvon gets right back in. Lambright at the plate here for the Dragons. 1-1 to count to him. And coming set Rodriguez, bringing it low. It's 2-1. So Rodriguez trying to find that first out here, try to get out of here with any damage. Right now, 2-0 on a couple base on balls and an error by the Wolves. Bring in the 2 for the Dragons. And now Lambright with a 2-1 count. Catching that one on the outside edge. That's a good pitch there, 2-2. So the lefty Lambright right back in here. 2-2 count. Rodriguez working hard here, trying to get this out here at the plate. Checking on him at second. There's another throw over to Davis. But Duvon gets back in there at second. First time he took a little time getting up there, I thought maybe he might have tweaked something, but he's just taking his time to get off the bag there, folks. So 2-2 now remains the count here. Lambright will set everything back up here, ready to go. Mr. Ashood is here. Rodriguez to the plate, 2-2. High outside, runs the count full. So it's a full count. Trying to get on here for Obregon, the designated hitter on a deck for the Dragons. Good lead there at second by Duvon. No cover. Here's the pitch. That's a little runner there, and it's going to get past Davis into left field, and Coach Williams may hold him up there. No, he's going to bring him. Here comes the throw, and it's going to be offline, and it will be Duvon sliding in and taking advantage of the throw in. Going into second will be Lambright. So Lambright with the RBI single. Second hit of the inning brings in the third run, and the Dragons now lead it by a score of 3-0. And it will be no outs, and coming to the plate is a designated hitter, Obregon. Will step up here for the Dragons. And switching places there, Lambright and Duvon, as Obregon steps up here, ready to go. First pitch to him. Low outside, ball 1. Morgan Doggett will be on deck. And then Hunter Harvey in the hole here for the Dragons. That's going to hit Obregon here, so he is on with a hit by the pitch. So runners now at first and second here for the Dragons. So here comes Morgan Doggett to the plate. Got some paper flowing around out there, so Blue looking to get it picked up. Got the wind blowing around a little bit out here tonight. All right, so now coming to the plates will be Morgan Doggett playing right field here for the Dragons. He'll step up here and he'll have a runner over at first and second. As the DH, Obregon is over at first. Lambright gets into second there with an RBI single. And so no little timeout here on the field. Coach Williams having a quick little chat here with Morgan Doggett. He'll step to the plate, ready to go. So a chance to open it up a little bit here as the Dragons lead it 3-0. Here in the bottom of the first, Rodriguez gonna get a good shot there by, oh, nice snag there by the second baseman. Can't get it out of his glove, and oh, he just can't get it out of the glove. There is Ambrun, and he throws it over to first, and it's gonna get away and back into foul ground, but they may get him on the, oh boy, I tell you what, the Wolves had an opportunity maybe get somebody in a run down there, but thought about it better about getting everybody on the base path. So it looks like everybody's going to be safe as that ball got away. There's a good job there by Amber as he tracked it down going towards first, but he couldn't get it out of his glove. And then an errant throw over there to first to Curry, and the ball comes back, and everybody is safe. So everybody is on. So it was bases are full of Dragons. Coming to the plate here, Hunter Harvey, and definitely not the Dragon you want to see coming to the plate here with the bases full. Rodriguez, D-Rack 1 to Harvey. So Hunter's going to step up here. Doggett at first, Obregon at second, Lambright at the third. Rodriguez trying to get out of this inning. That's a nice shot right there at, oh, and it's just out of the extended line. Have the second baseman, Amburn, going to get out into right field. One run comes in here, going to bring Obregon. Here comes the throw, maybe a plate that's going to be off the mark. Luna can't come up with the catch. Runner gets over to third. 2 more runs come in here for the Dragons. They'll lead it 5-0 here in the bottom of the first. That was a nice try there by Amber, just out of the reach of his glove there. So the runners will be at first and second now, for first and third, I should say, for the Dragons here. Still no outs. 2 more runs coming in here for Shelbyville. Coming to the plate is Murray, and he'll face Rodriguez now. And a runner going to take off and go to second. That's going to be Doggett, I should say Harvey. Paperwork right there. All right, so Murray, now with the 1-0 count to him, stands right up in there. You're ready to go. Rodriguez still looking for that first out here. Come and set. That's a shot there. Add to Davis at short. Going to come up with it. Looking for a good throw. Makes a nice play. And it's offline there over to first. And it's going to be an error. Puts Murray on. That's the second error, or the third error of the ball game here for the Wolves. And the error by the shortstop. Gets another run coming in here as Harvey makes his way over to third. And Doggett comes in to make it 6-0. And runners remain onto the corners. Still no outs. Stepping to the plate here, Scarborough. That's going to get behind him here, but it's going to bounce back off of the screen for Luna to get back to it. 1-0 is now the count here to Scarborough. So Scarborough stands in here. Now 6-0 ball game here for the Dragons. Runners at the first and second here after Murray takes off to second. No throw down there. That's going to be a run right out here to Davis. Davis going to come up and see if he can get a good throw here. That's a good throw this time there, and he'll get 1 run to come in. And Harvey comes in here for the score to make it a 7-0 ball game. Murray scampers over to third. And Scarborough is out on the 6-3 for out number 1. So we'll go back to the top of the order. Will be Tanner Doggett coming back to the plate here. So 1 out, and runners will be at third here for the Dragons, as they have put up a few runs here into this first, 7 runs in the first. Ready to go here back to the top of the order. Tanner Doggett, who had a base on balls his first time up. Swinging there, so it is now 0-1 to it. So Doggett now with a 7-run lead for now. Still only 1 out here for the Wolves, and the Dragons are looking to place a mat on. I think he did call that a ball. I was a little wondering myself there. I want to say it's a 1-1 for now, and if he corrects this, we'll let us know. It looked like it was a little low, so we'll go 1-1. McDonald will be on deck here. Doggett right back in, scored, and had a base on balls. So now 2-1. So 2-1 to him. As Rodriguez now comes back in here. He's got a runner over at third. Dallas Murray over there at the third for the Dragons. And Rodriguez coming. That's a nice pitch there. Got Doggett swinging around there, twisted him up. 2-2. He got swung around there, almost spun him out of the box there, did he? So Doggett stepping right back in here now. 2-2 and 1 out. Here's the pitch. Up on the inside and called. Strike 3. Out number 2. And they've been pretty consistent with that call, even from back behind the mound. And so that is out number 2. And the new umpire comes in, and he didn't make a good call there on that line. So there you go. So it's out number 2. Coming to the plate, McDonald reached on a base on balls. Low outside. Ball 1 to him. Duvon will be on deck here for the Dragons. As Rodriguez looking to get that third out, get his team out of this inning. Here's the Dragons have batted around here. That's a hot shot there to Davis at third. Oh, and it took a crazy hop off the turf. It gets underneath his glove out into left. Taking a big turn there is Gavin, but he'll stop over there with the single. And bringing in another run here, Murray. And it's now an 8-0 ball game here for the Dragons. And runner will be over at first. 2 outs for Shelbyville. So with 2 outs, so we can fix this. Here we go. Gus Duvon steps to the plate, and he's 1 for 1. Had a single. His second time at the plate here into the first. Throw over, but they're getting back in there. Is McDonald. 4 hits, 3 errors. Have brought in the 8 runs, and Gus Duvon trying to continue that here against Rodriguez. Rodriguez throws outside, and keeping it a good spot there for him, and it's 2-0. So right back in goes Duvon. Thrown over to McDonald. 1-0 to him. Gavin gets back in. Lambright will be on deck here for the Dragons as they can try to continue this inning here, leading an 8-0 right now. Rodriguez looking for that third out. That's a good pitch right there. Catching the outside edge, 1-1. So Gus Duvon. Rodriguez checks him at first to the plate. Nice pitch there, catching the outside edge, 1-2. Lambright coming to the plate here if Duvon can continue the inning. And Rodriguez going to catch him on the backside. Second hit batsman of the inning. Puts runners now at first and second here for the Dragons. So Jackson Lambright coming to the plate. 2 outs. Runners now at first and second here for the Dragons. Up 8-0. Bottom of the first. Lambright, the lefty, comes in. He had a single his first time up. Scored a run. Lambright right back in, ready to go here. And Rodriguez. He's going to go to the windup. Now comes in back to the stretch with runners on. Low ball one. So ball one to him, right back in goes Lambert. That's low on the inside as well. It'll go 2-0. So 2-0 to him. Coming up in the second inning, Dupree, Curry, and Lacey for the Wolves, as that one's going to get away from Luna. And it's 3-0, but the runners advance onto the pass ball. So now they do have a place to put Lambright. I don't know if you want to load him up here with the DH Obregon on his way to the plate. Lambright, a single. His first time up here into this first inning. Now runners in scoring position at second and third. Lambright takes that one low. It's ball four. Base is now full for the Dragons. So full bases full. Here comes the DH Obregon to the plate. Chance to really open it up here into the first. So Rodriguez. Taking low there for ball one. 1-0 to it. That was the third walk of the inning here by Rodriguez. That's a high fly ball, and that may get up into the air here and get underneath it for the shortstop Davis. Boy, the wind is blowing it around, but he's able to bring it in for the final out. But the damage done here into the inning here for the Dragons as they send 14 to the plate. So they had 4 hits to go along with 3 errors and 3 base on balls to get to the 8 runs here. We'll go to the bottom. We'll go to the second inning. It will be Dupree, Curry, and Lacey when we come back right here on NETsn.
The following Rough Rider sponsors are proud of our Piney Woods area teams. Bird Forestry, helping industry protect nature. Granny B Snow Cones, the sign that summer is here. The Pizzeria, the taste of a generation. And TNR Steaks and More, all you can eat, all the time. And Ray Jones Chevrolet. Let Marlon Ray, Mr. Chevrolet, show you what's on the lot. Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm. If elegance is on your
Wondering what the
list,
best thing is
then
to
the
do with
place
your
to go
land?
is Lasting
Crossover
Impressions.
from dreams
You
to
find them
plan
between Tunnel
with
Highway
Sandy Creek
and Highway
Land
96
Enhancement.
on Foster
They
Street.
help you
Bath
maximize
and
the
Body
land
for
of
him
East
and her,
Texas.
jewelry,
Take a
and
trail,
the very
turn it into a
finest in home
driveway,
decor.
create beautiful
Perfect
ponds,
for showers,
dirt work of all
perfect for
types,
yourself, because
bush
you
hogging
deserve
and mulching
the
as
best.
well.
The team at
It's
Lasting
Sandy
Impressions
Creek Land
backs
Enhancement.
the Dragons and Lady Dragons.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here. Looks like we may have a little bit of a change going on here. Let's see what we got. Looks like we're going to put, let's see where Tanner Doggett may end up at. So we're going to put Lambright. He's going to move off of first, and he's going to be the new pitcher here for the Dragons. Over at first is a Duvon. Let's see, over at second is going to go McDonald. then over to short is where we're going to put Doggett. Okay, there we go. So that's the way it's going to go. It will be Murray at third, Doggett at short, McDonald now at second. Duvey moves over to first, and Lambright will be the new pitcher here for the Dragons as we go to the second inning. The Dragons lead 8-0 here. Big district game coming to the plate. Bottom half of the order, Dupree, Curry, and Lacey, the first three here for the Wolves. Ready to go against Lambright as the wind makes him step off here as it's picked up a little bit. Dupree standing in. Outside, ball one. So 1-0, Dupree, left fielder, Curry on deck. First baseman, Lacey, the right fielder, in the hole here for the Wolves. That's low on the inside here. It's 2-0. Count now from Lambright on the way. Off of the bat there by Dupree. And heads up there in the batter's box there for Curry. Foul ball, 2-1. I just want to tell y'all, too, I was down there getting the lineups and talking to Coach Sexton real quick, and I tell you, the St. Augustine got some really cool hats. I need to get me one of them. That's up high for a 3-1 here from Lambright. You can hear that wind whipping around, folks. I tell you, it's sun is shining there to the little bit of the west of us. But still got some clouds, but I don't think we're going to see any rain, but that wind is going to be hanging around. Up on the inside, that's ball 4. So runner on here for the Wolves, trying to get something started here into the second. And stepping to the plate, first baseman Curry. As he'll step up here now, ready to go. Runner on Lambright, the lefty. Checking Dupree over at first. Gonna throw back over. Devon holding him on. Throw on line. A little bit offline there. Maybe pulls him off the bag, but he's back in time. So the leadoff walk. That's Dupree on. Curry taking the strike one there. Nice pitch there from Lambright. 0-1 to him. The 0-1 count. Lambright bringing it. High fly ball is going to get out of play. 0-2. Heads up now. So the 0-2 count. Curry right back in here. Lambright checking the runner at Dupree at first to the plate. That's a beautiful pitch. Nice breaking ball. Steve Reich. 3 and out. Number 1 on the strike. 1 out. Here comes the right fielder, Lacey. He'll come to the plate here. 1 out. Runner at first here for the Wolves. In the top of the second. Lambright up on the inside. Lacey backing out. Ball 1 to him. Lacey checking in with Coach Sexton down the line real quick. Steps right back in. Lambright comes set to the plate. High, ball 2. Lambright once again as Lacey steps back in. Here's the 2-0. Low on the inside goes 3-0 to him. And there by Lacey. Taking that one low coming in. Top of the order will be Burrell. 0 for 1, standing on the on-deck circle for the Wolves. Here's I'm going to throw over, and Dupree gets back. Dupont drops it over there, but the ball stays near the bag. Everybody is good and safe over there. All right, so reset. Lambright to Lacey. High, ball 4. Runners now at first and second here for the Wolves as they are now looking to put something together here in the second inning. See if they can push some runs across here, trailing an 8-0. Till up to the order will be Burrell. 0 for 1, grounded out to third his first time up. Stands in here now with runners at first and second. 1 out. Lambright squaring around the bunt. Ball 1 to him. Burrell had a good bunt down the third base line towards the shortstop back to lead off here for the Wolves. Murray was able to wrangle it up and get it down there to first. That's up high for ball 2. Lambright falls behind him. Runners at first and second. As Dupree leads at second. Lacey, a little bit of lead at first. That stays away, and it's now 3-0. So the Wolves with an opportunity here to load them up. With only 1 out, Amburn reached on an error, standing on the on-deck circle. For St. Augustine, here's Lambright, can't find it. And it's ball 4 on the low ball. So now the bases will be full here for three base on balls here as the base is now full. And the Wolves looking to take advantage of that. 1 out. So Coach Williams is going to go out and have a chat here with Coach Lambright, make sure everything's all good. As Amburn scampered down the third base line here, it has a chat with Coach Section. And we'll say a big thank you to the good folks at Tammy Steptoe Realty for bringing us Shelbyville baseball and softball games. We'll have some Shelbyville softball coming up shortly. But now that unfortunately the Center Rough Rider soccer squad is lost in the regional championship last night, we'll be full-on baseball and softball here for the Piney Woods. Congratulations, Coach G and the guys. They had a really good season, run up against a good team in Gainesville last night, put up a good fight, but losing in the regional championship. So let's go on to baseball season. Here we go. Conversation over. Amburn steps back in. Swing and a miss. Steve Rack 1 to him. So 0-1 there. Bases juiced full of Wolves here. And 1 out. And right now, Lambright just looking to get the guy at the plate. That was going to be a high fly ball. That wind may push it foul, and it does. And it'll get out of play 0-2. So Lambright now with a chance to get that second out with the bases full. Now in that first inning, Doggett had the bases full there and worked himself out of it. See if Lambright can do it here. Into the second for the Dragons. Here's the pitch. Low on the inside to Amburn, 1-2. That wind just to pick it up. You can hear it in the microphone, folks. One, two to him. Winners take the leads here with 1 out. Here's the pitch. High outside. Try to get him to go after that one. Not chasing that one. 2-2. Second baseman Amburn. Back getting ready to go. Trying to make some connection here. See if he can get a couple runs in here for his squad. Swing and a miss. And that's exactly what Lambright needed for the strikeout. And that's out. So number 2. And that is the second strikeout of the inning here for Lambright. That'll leave the bases full. So we go to 2 outs. Here comes the catcher. Luna to the plate, reached on a base on balls. His first time up. And he'll step up here now with the bases full. And Lambright, wait to see if he can get himself out of this inning. No damage. High ball 1. One-oh. Can't catch the outside edge. Goes 2-0. Nice try there. Umpires have been really good about that outside edge on both sides. That one just a little too far outside there for Lambright. Now falls behind 2-0. Luna stands in ready. That's it on the outside edge. 2-1. Bases remain full. 2 outs. 2-1. Jackson Lamb right on the hill here. Luna, catcher, trying to get a hold of one and get some runs in. That's a shot right back up the middle there, and that'll bring in at least 2. Rooming in from third, and now in from second all the way around from second. That's a 2-run RBI there for Luna, and they get a couple runs in here for San Augustine, and that'll leave 2 runners on here with 2 outs, and the Wolves get on the board here with a 2 RBI single by the catcher Luna. So runners remain at first and second here. First hit of the ball game here for the Wolves, so that brings in a couple of runs. Now it's an 8-2 ball game. Coming to the plate here is Davis. Reached on the fielder's choice. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to him. To Davis. Rodriguez will be on deck if he can reach. Here with 2 outs. Lambright in there for a strike on the breaking ball. That's a nice pitch there. 0-2. So 2 outs. 0-2 to him. Davis looking to keep the inning alive here for the Wolves, and that's a swing and a miss for the strikeout. And the third out here, but they do get a couple of runs across here due of the San Augustine Wolves. It's an 8-2 ball game, and we will go to the bottom of the second inning. Coming up for the Dragons, it will be Doggett, Harvey, and Murray when we come back right here on a NETsn.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
Welcome back here, folks, in Shelbyville, home of the Dragons lair. Ready to go to the bottom of the second, 8-2 ball game. San Augustine and Shelbyville. San Augustine with the 2 runs there on All right, sorry, folks. Back here, the 2 runs came on the 3 base on balls and the single by Luna. And so that's where we are. So we get ready to go here to the bottom half of the second as the Dragons batted around, put up an 8 spot against Rodriguez there in the first. Coming to the plate, it's going to be Morgan Doggett, the right fielder. He reached on the fielder's choice his first time up. That's in there for a call. Steerack 1 to him. Doggett, Harvey, and Murray, the first 3 up here for the Dragons in the second. Rodriguez delivers. That one's going to be off the end of the bat. It's going to curve. Wow, nice job there coming on by the left fielder. That was a Dupree. He had a long way to go the way that the wind was curving it around and was able to come up with the play there in the left field. Nice play there by Dupree, out number 1. A lot of ground to cover out there. That wind was blowing it back towards the fence. He was able to come in there and make a good play. Here comes Hunter Harvey to the plate. He's 1 for 1, a single, scored a run. His first time out to the plate. Nobody on. 1 out. Rodriguez ready to go. Low ball 1. 1-0 to Harvey. Standing in, pitch to him. High, 2-0. So Harvey stands right back in with 1 out, nobody on. Nally Murray on deck for the Dragons. Here's the 2-0 from Rodriguez to Harvey. Outside, 3-0. I do believe, maybe it's tomorrow, but I do believe that the ladies were playing Martinsville today. Or is that tomorrow? I'm not for sure. Maybe Friday. Had to look in on that. That's low to Hunter Harvey for ball 4. So base on balls here for the Dragons. So they have the lead, not the leadoff man. Have a man on here with 1 out. Coming to the plate, it's going to be Dallas Murray. He reached on an error. Ended up scoring a run back into the first inning. So he'll come up here with a runner at first. That's Harvey. So some speed on the base pads here. And the third baseman for the Dragons stands up here against Rodriguez. And just as soon as I say that, here's Harvey taking off for the 4th stolen base of the afternoon here for the Dragons, getting himself into scoring position. And it's ball 1. Now there's another steal there. Oh, Harvey on his way to third, but Murray fouls it away. 1-1 to the 1-1 the count here. Harvey had to get back over to second. Even though we got some pretty good internet there, it still doesn't work that scoreboard very well, does it? That's all right. 1-1 to Murray standing in on the inside edge. It's now 1-2. Oh, no, sorry, that was the strikeout there for Murray. Missed the first pitch there. My apologies, folks. That's out number 2. On to the strikeout. Another strikeout here for Rodriguez. Now 2 outs. So here comes Scarborough to the plate. Scarborough's going to sit down with sky high and back out of the play over to the football field over there. So foul ball, 0-1 to him. So Hunter Harvey now. A couple opportunities to steal over there at second to get to third. But everybody's following him off. So a little hit and run going on there with Harvey out there on the base pads. Here's the 0-1. Harvey running off again. There's a shot to Davis at short. Slow roller. Davis going to come up, but speed there. And it's going to be past the first baseman. And a good job of running down the line there is Scarborough. He'll get on the error by the shortstop. Another run comes in here, and that's Harvey coming around to score. It will now be a 9-2 ball game as Scarborough reaches on the 5th error of the ball game here, or the 4th error of the ball game here by the St. Augustine Wolves. Top of the order coming up. Tanner Doggett will come to the plate now, and with 2 outs. That one's going to get away on the throw over to first and get into foul ground. And that's going to allow Scarborough to go ahead and turn around and end up all the way over at third onto the errant throw. So that is the 5th error of the ball game here now. And going on over to third will be Scarborough. And Wynn picking up once again here. So Tanner Doggett at the plate, 0-1 to him as he stands in. 2 outs, runner over to third in scoring position. It's Scarborough as he runs over there out into the error. That's a shot out into center field, and the center fielder right there on it comes up and makes a great play there as he had to work against the wind. That is Burrell, and he'll make the fly ball out for outs number 3. So the Dragons do leave one, but they do bring one home. It will be a 9-2 ball game as we go to the third. Rodriguez, Davis, and Dupree coming to the plate. When we come back, we'll be right back here on NETsn.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
If elegance is on your
Wondering
shopping
what the
list,
best thing is
then
to
the
do with
place
your
to go
land?
is Lasting
Crossover
Impressions.
from dreams to
You find them
plan
between Tunnel
with
Highway
Sandy Creek
and Highway
Land
96
Enhancement.
on Foster
They help
Street.
you
Bath and
maximize
Body
the
for
land of
him and
East
her,
Texas.
jewelry,
Take a
and
trail,
the
turn
very
it into a
finest of home
driveway,
decor.
create beautiful
Perfect
ponds,
for
dirt
showers,
work of all
perfect for
types.
yourself.
Back here ready to go to the third inning. So top of the third inning, stepping in, the pitcher Rodriguez struck out his first time up. Looking to get something going here. One inning of work here for Lambright. 2 strikeouts, 3 base on balls. Up high there for ball 1 to Rodriguez. Also gave up a couple runs there into that inning. 1-0 to Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. That's a bouncer there. Going to take off the hop for Murray, and he'll make a good throw. And nice job digging it out there. Duvon over at first. Going 5-3. Out, number 1. So with 1 out, coming to the plate is Davis. Struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Davis, the third baseman for the Wolves, standing in here. 9-2 lead here for the Dragons. So Davis sending it back to the screen. Foul ball. Foul ball for Davis on 1-2 him. Going to be swinging, getting off the top of the glove. Back to the screen, 0-2. To the count. Davis right back in. Just a little bit low, 1-2. Checking in Coach Sexton down third baseline. 1 out, nobody on. Tell him to get back in there, get something started for us. Lambright, 1-2 on the way. Up on the inside. Gets away from Harbison. And it's 2-2. So the 2-2 count. Right back in goes Davis. And Lambright comes set, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's the third strikeout of the afternoon here for Lambright as he's taken in. That's out number 2. To the plate comes Dupree, reached on the base on balls. Scored one of the 2 runs back into the second inning here for the Wolves. Will step in here now, ready to go against Lambright. That's a shot right back up the middle, and it'll get out into left field, and that's a single. The second hit of the ball game here for the Wolves. We'll get something going here with 2 outs. Dupree, a nice shot into center. And he's over at first. Here comes the first baseman, Curry. He's 0 for 1 at the plate, stepping up now. Lambright, the lefty. Going to shut down this inning here for the Wolves. That's up high, ball 1. 1-0 to him. Curry back in, 1-0. Dupree leading over at first. Lambright giving a look. Duvon holding him on over there. Here's the throw over. Dupree gets back in. So the throw over gets back to Dupree. Curry 1-0 to him. Stands in. Lambright delivers. Catching the outside edge. Just now 1-1. Dupree. Not much of a lead over there. Duvon holding on. Here's the 1-1 to him. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball there. 1-2. A little something off of that one. Got him out in front of it. 1-2 to him. Now trying to finish out the inning here with another strikeout. One already for this inning for Lambright. That's up high outside. It goes 2-2. Right back in goes Curry. Lambright standing in. Harbison behind the dish. Doing a good job there this afternoon for the Dragons. Sends a sign out up high outside. And that runs the count full. 3-2. First full count here for Lambright since he's checked into the ball game. So the payoff pitch on the way. Here it is. That's low, going to get away. It's ball 4. Everybody's going to be safe. So base on balls here. Runners now at first and second for the Wolves. Good job there at the plates for Curry. Here comes Lacey. He reached on a base on balls his first time up. Runners will now be at first and second here for the Wolves. They look to try to manufacture another run or two here. But they did there in the second inning. They got 2 there, make it 9-2. Stepping in Lacey, ready to go. High, ball 1. Top of the order will be Burrell on deck for the Wolves. Lacey. Taking that one, strike 1 to him, 1-1. So with a 1-1 count, Lacey trying to road the runners. Got runners at first and second here for the Wolves with 2 outs, trying to have a little 2-out rally. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. Had Curry down 1-2. Curry comes back and gets the base on balls. Lacey 1-2. See if he can punch him out here, get that 3rd out. High outside, 2-2. Two counts. Lacey ready to go. Lambright bringing it. That's up high, runs it full. 3-2. So here we go with another payoff pitch. Lacey trying to get on, keep the inning going. Lambright looking to get out of it here. So Harbison behind the dish sends a sign. Lacey ready to go. Lambright to the plates. That's in there for a nice pitch. D right call for strike 3, and that'll end the inning there. Another good strikeout. That's number 4 here for Lambright. So that'll do it here for the Wolves as they do leave a couple there on a base hit. And there will now be a 9-2 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Coming up will be McDonald, Duvon, and Lambright when we come back right here on NETsn.
Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm. The following Rough Rider sponsors are proud of our Piney Woods area teams. Bird Forestry, helping industry protect nature. Granny B Snow Cones, the sign that summer is here. The Pizzeria, the taste of a generation. And TNR Steaks and More, all you can eat, all the time. And Ray Jones Chevrolet. Let Marlon Ray, Mr. Chevrolet, show you what's on the lot.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home. For all of your glass-related needs, it's Center Glass.
Back here ready to go for the bottom half of the third inning. Dragons come to the plate. McDonald, Duvon, and Lambright ready to go against Rodriguez. And Rodriguez had that big one there in that first inning with those 3 errors. Didn't help out, and a couple errors here in the second, and was able to get in a couple more runs here in that second inning for the Dragons. So we'll go to the bottom half of the third. McDonald, Duvon, and Lambright coming up here the first 3. McDonald 0 for 1 with a base on balls, just 2 times at the plate today. Steps in ready to go here against Rodriguez and the Wolves. Rodriguez a little over 50 pitches. Foul ball by McDonald, 0-1 to him. So 0-1 to Gavin McDonald. He goes right back in here. Now ready to go. Rodriguez comes set, bring low. 1-1 to count. So 1-1 to McDonald. Rodriguez bringing it in. Nice job there by Luna. Gets the strike call. 1-2. So Gavin right back in. Here's the 1-2 to him. That's a shot's going to get out into right center field and going to get down and get into the gap there, but shutting it down and cutting it off there is Burrell, keeping him to a single. Gavin McDonald with his second hit of the ball game here for the Dragons. Hits in that inning. There we go. So with the runner now over at first and no outs, leadoff man on here for the Dragons. Step to the plate will be Gus Duvon. Gus Duvon to the plate. Move from second over to first. That's a high fly ball, going to get out of play. Heads up over there into the foul ground. And Duvon's going to send it off foul. 0-1 to him to start off. Taking to Coach Williams down to the third base line. Now steps back in. Runner over at first is McDonald. Reached on a single. Wind's made it really hard to get it too far out into the outfield here, as it's whipped around quite a bit here this afternoon. Trying to die down a little bit now. That's low and outside. Going to get away from Luna. So the wild pitch is going to be outside for a 1-1 count. McDonald still in the bag. 5th stolen base here by the Dragons into this ball game. 1-1 the count here to Duvon. Back in goes Gus. He was hit by a pitch and a single his 2 times up the plate today. That's a shot, and it's going to get out into left field. He gave that one a rip. We're going to hold the runner there, McDonald, and that's another single here by the Dragons. So That one gets away here. Going to throw that one in. They're going to get Duvon sliding into second, and that one's going to get past the center fielders that got over the second baseman's head. Here's Duvon going to go slide into third, and he's going to be there. So a couple more errors here have brought in a couple more runs for the Dragons to now lead it by a score of 10-2. Duvon makes his way over to third here on the errors. And he'll be over there at third now, as it's now a 10-2 ball game. Coming in to score is McDonald on that single. So now stepping in here is Lambright. He's 1 for 1 with a base on balls. He's got a runner over at third, and that is Duvon, who stepped in over there on the error. Aaron throws there. So now 10-2 ball game here into the bottom of the third. Rodriguez to the plate. That's going to be a shot bouncer there, and a nice job there as Amburn going to make a nice job recovering. Comes up with the play, and it will be a 4-3 for outs. And number 1 coming in to score and now making an 11-2 ball game is going to be Gus Duvon. So with 1 out, clears the base pads here. And stepping in is Obregon. He's 0 for 1, hit by a pitch just 2 times up, and has scored a run. With the Dragons, it's going to be a little slow runner there, and Davis coming over from third. Not going to get there, and he's not going to get this throw there in time, so Obregon runs it out for another single here for the Dragons. That's 2 hits. He's got 3 hits into the inning. So Morgan Doggett comes up here with 1 out. Runner now over at first. So Morgan Doggett's going to come to the plate here. He's 0 for 1, reaching on a fielder's choice. And scoring a run here today. So now runner over at first. Morgan Doggett steps up here with 1 out. Pitch, going to be a foul ball down the right side. And a strike 1 to him. So stepping right back in here goes Doggett, 0-1 to him. Rodriguez ready to go outside. All right, folks, I got to do this. Just give me 1 second here. Nice job there by Luna, catching it in the foul ground there for the outs. And there we go, folks. Sorry about that. Had to get a new fresh battery going on in there. We're going to lose some power. All right, so there we are. Let's get that charged back up. Those things there this afternoon. All right, so this is the foul ball into the foul ground there for Doggett. So it is out number 2. And coming to the plate now with the runners at first is Obregon over there. Third hit of the inning here for the Dragons. Here comes Hunter Harvey to the plate. He's 1 for 1, reaching on a base on balls, and scoring a couple runs here, stealing a base or 2 this afternoon as well as he comes to the plate. Runner over at first. A new pitcher going to come in here, so we're going to get a pitching change. So we'll take a break here. As we got a pitching change, we'll be right back here on NETsn.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with the primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family. Behold the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond League Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond League Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, antenna.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Alrighty, folks, back here at 11-2 ball game with 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. The Dragons will have Hunter Harvey coming to the plate here. Runner over at first. New pitcher is Davis, as he will move in from the third base position, and him and Rodriguez will switch places here. That will be the lineup change here for Coach Sexton's squad. So here we go. Davis ready to first step in here and facing Hunter Harvey, the first hitter, with 2 outs and a man on. 11-2 Dragons here, bottom of the third. Here's the pitch from Davis. High outside, ball 1 to him. Davis looked good there in warm-ups. He's hitting his spots here with his pitcher Luna. So some good speed on his pitches. So see if he can get going here against Harvey. Not an easy batter to start off with, that's for sure. Here's the 1-0 to him up high. It's 2-0. Dallas Murray on deck for the Dragons. As Davis comes set. Obregon, I should say, over there. First, that one's going to get away from Luna and going to allow the Obregon to get over to second on the pass ball. Harvey now 3-0 to him. In goes Harvey once again here with a 3-0 count. Now runner in scoring position here. Davis coming set. High, ball 4. Runners now at first and second as Harvey will reach. On the base on balls, here comes Dallas Murray to the plate. He's 0 for 1, reaching on an error and scoring a run his 2 times at the plate today. We'll step up here with runners at first and second now for the Dragons. And 2 outs. The Dragons now have a new pitcher to face here in Davis. Outside here for ball 1. Now wind starts whipping around here again. 1-0 to him. Pitch on the way. That's up high outside. 2-0. Davis back on the bump here. Working from the stretch. Going to catch Murray there. Hit by the pitch. So now runners will load the base pads here for the Dragons with 2 outs. So all over the base pads here for the Dragons. So here comes Scarborough to the plate. He's 0 for 1, reaching in an error his 2 times at the plate today. And they'll stand up here with the bases full for the Dragons. Davis looking to get that third out here. Outside ball 1. Base hit here could really open it up here for the Dragons. That's in there. Davis finding the strike zone on the inside. 1-1. Top of the order. On deck for the Dragons will be Doggett. That's up outside. 2-1. So 2-1 count here. Scarborough stands right back in here. Got runners in scoring position. Second, bases all over, or I should say bases full. That is now 3-1 from Davis. Starting the pitcher. On deck here, Davis throws, that's outside, and that's ball 4. So that'll bring into the run onto the base on balls. Keeping the bases loaded here for the Dragons. And bringing Doggett to the top, bringing Doggett to the plate here. 2 outs, now making it a 12-2 ball game. Coach Sexton out to have a real quick chat here with his pitcher. As Doggett will come up here, Tanner. 0 for 2, base on balls, scoring a run his 3 times at the plate today. So Harvard down there at the 3rd. Murray will be at 2nd, Scarborough at 1st. And looks like we're going to get another quick change going on out here. So we're going to bring see who we're going to bring in here. This is number 3. This is Burrell. So Burrell's going to come in from center field. So we're going to get a new pitcher here, and so we'll take another break here. So we got a new pitcher coming in for the St. Augustine Wolves. Burrell coming in here from center field. We'll have a new pitcher when we come back here on a NETsn.
Pineywood Sports and NETsn say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your 3rd-generation supply store and lumberyard. What do you know about Tammy Steptoe Realty, with the exception of the fact that she's the #1 realtor in the area? Take another look. Red, white, and black. Ever notice some other places are red, white, and black? Ever put that together? Tammy Steptoe Realty, so proud of the Shelbyville Dragons. If elegance is on your
Wondering
shopping
what the
list,
best thing is
then
to
the place
do
to
with your
go
land?
is Lasting
Crossover
Impressions.
from dreams
You
to
find them
plan
between Ten
with
Hall
Sandy
Highway
Creek
and Highway
Land
96
Enhancement.
on Foster
They
Street.
help you
Bath and
maximize
Body
the land
for
of
him
East
and her,
Texas.
jewelry,
Take a
and
trail,
the
turn
very
it into a
finest of home
driveway,
decor.
create beautiful
Perfect
ponds,
for showers,
dirt work of all
perfect for
types,
yourself, because
bush
you
hogging
deserve
and mulching
the
as
best.
well.
The team at
It's
Lasting
Sandy Creek
Impressions
Land
backs
Enhancement.
the Dragons and Lady Dragons.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those
no, I couldn't possibly. I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's
what I need. Father.
Protein. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they could all get something good. Dairy Queen.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here, and the bases remain loaded here. New pitcher comes in here, so new lineup. We're going to take Davis that was pitching. He's going to go out to right field. Lacey is going to go from right to left, and the right fielder and the center fielder, Burrell, going to come in here and pitch. He's going to face Tanner Doggett, who is 0 for 2 at the plate with a base on balls and scoring a run here his 3 times at the plate today, facing the new pitcher here for the first time, and it's ball 1 to him. Dragons now lead at 12-2. Trying to put up a big inning here into the bottom of the 3rd as Doggett, the 9th hitter, to the plate. Inning started with Rodriguez and then changed to Davis and now to Burrell here for Coach Sexton. Swing and a miss for Doggett. Oh, it's a 1-1 count to him. Nice pitch there by Burrell. Had some heat on that. So 1-1, Burrell taking a long look in here. Luna ready to go. In there for a call. Steve Rock 2. 1-2. Due up. Top of the order will be Burrell, Amber, and Luna will be the first 3 for the Wolves in the top half of the 4th inning. They're trying to shut it down here in the third with the Dragons threatening. That's a high fly ball out into right field. Right fielder Davis getting under there into the wind. It's going to get away from him. One run comes in and gets away from Davis. Here comes the second run coming in here. And I don't know if that's going to clear the bases as the throw comes in. That's at least 3 runs coming in here for the Dragons. So that's a 3-run RBI there for Tanner Doggett as he'll have the triple. So 15-2 now as that clears them off and leaves a runner over there at third for the Dragons. So we'll get this all right here as it's now big lead here for Shelbyville as that one clears them off there onto the right field hit by Tanner Doggett. Makes it 15-2. Coming to the plate now, Gavin McDonald. He'll come up here. He had a single to start the inning. And now facing Davis. That's a shot that's going to get, just over the head of the shortstop there. Nice try there by the shortstop, Davis, but just over his head. And a run comes in here onto the RBI double as the ball kind of gets away there onto the throw in. And that's going to get away and get over to the bench. So onto the throw in, Doggett comes in to score to make it 16. But over to the third, now goes McDonald as he gets the double. And he'll hit it on third onto the throw in. 4 hits have brought in the runs here to now make it a 16-2 ball game for the Dragons. Trying to wrap this up here. Duvon steps to the plate, and Gus is 2 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch just 3 times at the plate today. Got moved around on an error back in the third. Stands up here now against Burrell. That's a shot out into right field. Davis going to get underneath it, and that's going to be over his head and get overly to the fence. So the run comes in here for McDonald, comes in to score. And Davis going to be coming around here. We're going to get an inside the park home run. Here comes the throw in. It's going to get offline, just offline. Nice throw there, but Devon gets it inside of the park home run. So a nice job there onto the inside of the park dinger for Gus Duvon. 18-2 ball game here. And that will bring Lambright to the plate. Bases empty now with 2 outs. So now with the bases empty, 2 outs. The Dragons now up big here. That's up high for ball 1 to Lambright. Lambright 1 for 2, reaching on a base on balls his 3 times at the plate today. And then there takes that one up high. From Burrell, 1-0 to him. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss now, 1-1. 1-1. Obregon, the DH, will be on deck here for the Dragons. And with a 1-1 count, Lambright right back in here. High 2-1. Lambright doing some pitching in this ball game here as well. Done very well. See if we can get the bat working here against Burrell. That's low for a 3-1 count. The Wolves got a couple outs here. The next thing I know, some runs started coming across. They now lead by a score of 16-2. Lambright stands in with a 3-1 count. Pitch on the way. That's a shot. Heads out. Got all of that one. That's a foul ball off to the right side. Full count. Obregon will be on deck here if a Lambright can get on. Obregon 1 for 2. Heavy pitch, scoring a couple of runs. So Lambright though, full count there, and that gets away low, so it's a base on balls. So runner on here with 2 outs. So coming to the plate will be, looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter here for the Dragons. Oh, we're going to let Harbison. He's going to go ahead and hit here. We're going to get a pinch runner over there at first here for the Dragons. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to get a pinch runner for Lambright over at first. Over there running for the Dragons is Barnes, number 12. So coming to the plate now will be Harbison. He'll come in here and hit in the DH position. So Chase Harbison comes in here with a runner, Jay Barnes over there at first. 2 outs. Dragons with the big lead. And a catcher. I'm going to call a balk. So the balk sends Barnes over to second. So now runner scoring position on the balk. So now scoring position here. Here goes Chase Harbison. That one's going to bounce out in front there, and Jay Barnes is going to take off and go from second to third. So Barnes is getting over to the third there on the wild pitch. So the big man steps over to third there now. So Barnes in scoring position over at third. Overgone. I'm sorry, this is Harbison standing in here. 1-0 count. Swinging at that one. Ball's going to get away. 1-1. Chase Harbison, the catcher for the Dragons here today. Trying to keep things going here for Morgan Doggett on deck here into this third inning. That's going to be a foul ball here back to the screen. 1-2 now. Chase Harbison. Burrell looking to get that final out, get his team out of this inning. So the 1-2 now to Chase Harbison. Trying to keep things going, see if he can bring Barnes in from third. High ball 2, 2-2 the count. So with a 2-2 count to him, Barnes steps right back up here now. Harbison pinch hitting here for the DH Obregon. And the pitch. That's a drive out into left center field, and it'll get down, and that'll bring Barnes home. And a nice hit there by Harbison as he'll stand up at the first onto the single. And the RBI brings it in, and Barnes comes in for the score to now make it a 17-2 ball game. Make that a 19-2 ball game. And a big hit there by Harbison gets him over to first. Brings Jay in. And Barnes comes in, pitch runs, and he comes around and scores. Here comes Morgan Doggett to the plate. Doggett 0 for 2. Reached on the fielder's choice, scoring a run his 3 times up. Got a runner over at first. So ball 1 here to Doggett. Stepping right back in here. Barnes, or should I say Burrell, looking for that strikeout here, get that third out. It's now 1-1 there on the call. It's D-Rock 1 to it. So Hunter Harvey will be on deck here. Morgan Doggett can get on. 1-1 to Doggett. Burrell comes, sets. Harbison leading off from first. That's a shot going to get out into left center field as well, and that's going to get down into the gap all the way to the wall, and the coach is going to hold him up there. And with a 1-1 count, Doggett drives that out into left center field, right out into the alley for another big hit. So another hit here for the Dragons in the third. 6 hits into this inning so far. Here comes Hunter Harvey to the plate. Hunter, he's 1 for 1 on a couple of base on balls, scoring 3 runs into this inning, in this ball game, I should say. 2 outs. Stepping up here. Runners at first and second for the Dragons. Looking to lay down the bunt right down the third base line, and a nice job there by what a great bunt by Hunter Harvey. Lays it right down the line. Rodriguez comes up and scoops it up. Now the ball's loose, and gets away. It looks like Rodriguez is going to track down the runner running back down there. That's Harbison, so he's going to run him down there on that backside, and that's going to do it there for the inning. Rodriguez did a really good job tracking him down there as Harbison got off of the bag, and the ball got away, so there we go. It's going to run him down there, and that should. All right, so there we go. That's going to be it. That's going to do it for the third inning. We're going to go to the fourth. Ready to go to the fourth inning. Come to the top of the order, Burrell, Amburn, and Aluna when we come back right here on NETsn.
The rich tradition of Farmer State Bank. In 1904, a handful of investors put up $25,000. From that initial investment, imagine the generations of lives that have been touched by Farmer State Bank. Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm. If elegance is on your
Wondering what
shopping
the
list,
best thing is
then
to
the
do with
place
your
to go
land?
is Lasting
Crossover
Impressions.
from dreams
To
to
find them
plan
between Tunnel
with
Highway
Sandy Creek
and Highway
Land
96
Enhancement.
on Foster
They help
Street.
you
Bath and
maximize
body
the land
for
of
him
East
and her.
Texas.
Jewelry.
Take a
And
trail,
the very
turn it into a
finest of home
driveway,
decor.
create beautiful
Perfect
ponds,
for showers.
dirt work of all
Perfect for
types,
yourself. Because
bush
you
hogging
deserve
and mulching
the
as
best.
well.
The team at
It's
Lasting
Sandy Creek
Impressions
Land
backs
Enhancement.
the Dragons and Lady Dragons.
Right, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Right, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
Behold the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond League Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond League Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store on Facebook. Find our page on Facebook. There you'll find a post for our weekly auction. If you find an item you like, place your bid and you could be a big winner and save yourself lots of money. We're on Facebook only for our weekly auctions. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out on Facebook. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, where we will save you more. Welcome back here, folks, as we go to the top of the fourth inning. New pitcher in there is going to be, we got McDonald that's going to be in there. Got McDonald in there for strike number 1 here to Burrell. In the fourth inning. That's in there for strike number 2 to him. So Burrell, first one here, comes in to pitch for his team. Started off in center field. Leading off here, sending that one back to the screen, stays 0-2. Oh, he bunted it on the strike, so that's what that was. Okay, so that's why they call for the strikeout. Okay,
So he bunted it. So that's what it was. I missed that there, folks. So that's what the call was for the out for Burrell. That's going to be a strike here to Amburn. 0-1 to him. So it was a bunt. That's what the referee or the umpire called. Went back to the screen. And that was the call for the out. There's a runner down to the first base line. It's 0-2 to Amburn. Went out, Gavin McDonald on the hill here. Third pitcher for Coach Williams and of the Dragons. Played yesterday against Woden, here against San Augustine today. Got a game coming up on Friday against Garrison, which should be a great game here on Friday afternoon. That's ball 1-1-2. Maybe our Friday night game of the week here, Garrison and Shelbyville on Friday night. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. It's out to number 2. 2 strikeouts here for McDonald, end of the inning. So 2 outs, nobody on. Coming to the plate here is Luna, the catcher. Doing a great job behind the dish. He had an RBI single back into the second. 2 RBIs. Single and back in the second. So he's 1 for 1 with a base on balls. His 2 times up. Done a great job for his pitchers. He's had a couple of pitchers he's had to work with here into this game. And done a good job here behind the dish. Outside to him, ball 1. From McDonald. That's Luna. Right back in. Davis on deck for the Wolves. Low. 2-0. And I saw the Dragon cheerman, Mr. Carter, around here earlier. I had to see if I can track him down. Here's a pitch catching the outside edge. Right called Luna 2-1. And wind has decided to die down, and it looks like it'll stay down there for a few minutes. And all of a sudden, it'll start whipping around here about 15, 20 mile an hour for a few minutes. That one's low for a 3-1 count. So 2 outs here quickly for Gavin McDonald. And now has fallen behind Luna. 3-1 with the shortstop Davis on deck. Swing and a miss. Gets him swinging at that one for 4. Runs the count full. Took a little something on that at the bottom. Just dropped out of that one. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Shot right out there to Gus Duvon at second and underneath the glove. And that's definitely something you don't see very often, is the error by the second baseman out there for the Dragons. And that's going to put a runner on. As right up under Duvon's glove and rolls out into right field for the single. And the catcher Luna is on. Give him the hit. Here comes Davis. 0 for 1, reaching on the fielder's choice. His 2 times up. Runner now over at first here for the Wolves. Throwing over to first. Keeping an eye on Luna. Oh, sorry, they got a pinch runner in there. That's going to be Garner. That's Coach Sexton trying to advance the runner here. That's a high fly ball here over to the left side, and it's going to get out of play by Davis. And it's a long strike, 0-1. Right back in goes Davis. Now working from the stretch is McDonald, keeping an eye on the pinch runner Gardner over at first. That's up high for a 1-1 count here to Davis. So Davis is ready. Rodriguez will be on deck. Started off the pitcher. Made a great play at third there to end the threat by the Dragons. That one's going to get a pass ball there. It's going to get away. And that's going to allow the runner Garner to get into scoring position over to second. It will be a 2-1 count here to Davis now. So runner in scoring position here for the Wolves. Davis right back in. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a miss, 2-2. So with 2 outs, the Wolves trying to put together a little 2-out rally here in the top of the 4th. They need as many base runners they can get right now, trading at 19-2. 2-2 to Davis. That's in for a call. Strike 3, and that'll do it for the inning here on the third strikeout here for Gavin McDonald. And there we go. So we'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Harvey, Murray, and Scarborough coming to the plate when we come back right here on a NETsn.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you, they listen to you, they're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora. Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
Alrighty, folks, are back here, ready to go in this ball game and checking things out. And I think I'll get that down there. Checking it out here, we got the score the right way. I know it was 8 into the first. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I got 17. Okay, here we go to the fourth inning. We'll go to Hunter Harvey. We'll start things off here for the Dragons. Facing a new pitcher. This is Davis, number 11. Sorry, this is Hargrove. So this is Hargrove hitting here for Harvey. Hargrove for the Dragons. First pitch to him is low. Oh, ball 1, now ball 2. So 2-0, Dallas Murray. We'll have a pinch hitter for him on that deck as well. That's outside here. Davis goes to 3-0 here to him. Pitch on the way here from Davis's outside as Hargrove hitting in for Murray. We'll take the base on balls. Scarborough comes to the plate here. He's 0 for 1, reaching on an error and a base on balls, hits 3 times up. So he's got a runner over at first now for the Dragons. And no outs. Here in the top of the fourth, or bottom of the fourth, and Dragons up big. And that is ball 1 to him. 1-0. So with the runner on, and a 1-0 0 counts. Davis moving in from the shortstop as Rodriguez was playing third. He moves over to short. Davis, who originally started at third, came in to pitch a little bit, went out to right. Now he's back over at third. Now that's the lineup here for the Wolves here in the top of or the bottom of the fourth. It is now a 2-0 count here. Now it's 3-0 to Scarborough. Runner over at first. Top of the order. Tanner Doggett will be on deck here for the Dragons. As Hargrove leading. Pinch hitting for Dallas Murray, and that one gets away from the pitcher Davis, and it's a base on ball. So now runners at first and second here. And no outs. Coach Sexton going to come out and have a chat here with Davis, as a couple of those ones got away from him right there. And we'll see if he's going to make a change here. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to get another change onto the pitcher's mound here. So, we're going to send Davis back over to short. And then Rodriguez will now go back over to third base. Coming in and now going from a third over to first. Looks like it will be Davis, and going from first to the hill. It looks like now it will be Curry moving over from first, and he will come in here for some practice tosses, and then Davis will now go back over to first. All right, so that's where we got with the new lineup here. We'll be right back here on NETsn.
Pontywood Sports and NETsn say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your third-generation supply store and lumber yard. What do you know about Tammy Steptoe Realty, with the exception of the fact that she's the #1 realtor in the area? Take another look. Red, white, and black. Ever notice some other places are red, white, and black? Ever put that together? Tammy Steptoe Realty, so proud of the Shelbyville Dragons. If elegance is on your
Wondering what the
list,
best thing is
then
to do
the
with
place
your
to
land?
go is Lasting
Crossover
Impressions.
from dreams
To
to
find them
plan
between
with
Tunnel
Sandy
Highway
Creek
and Highway
Land
96
Enhancement.
on Foster
They help
Street.
you
Bath and
maximize
body
the
for
land
him
of
and
East
her,
Texas.
jewelry,
Take a
and
trail,
the
turn it
very
into a
finest of home
driveway,
decor.
create beautiful
Perfect
ponds,
for
and
showers.
dirt work of all
Perfect for
types.
yourself, because
Bush
you
hogging
deserve
and mulching
the
as
best.
well.
The team at
It's
Lasting
Sandy Creek
Impressions
Land
backs
Enhancement.
the Dragons and Lady Dragons.
Behold the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond League Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond League Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with the primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith.
All right, folks, back here ready to go as Curry does his warm-ups, and he will be the new pitcher here for Coach Sexton and of the Wolves. First pitch here to Tanner Doggett is outside for ball one. Runners at first and second here for the Dragons, leading it right now by a score 17-2. And pitch on the way here from Curry, outside, low. 2-0. So the 2-0 count. That's in there for a strike here from Curry. Makes it a 2-1 now to Doggett. No outs here. As we're in the bottom of the fourth, and Dragons trying to play a little add-on. Getting ready for a big game coming up on Friday right here at Dragon Stadium. Low on the inside. 3-1. Garrison Bulldogs come to town. They lead the district right now. Shelbyville Dragons with the one loss. To those Bulldogs, I do believe, is that only loss. And that's going to be a big, big ball game coming up on Friday night here in Shelbyville. 3-1 to dog it. That's a shot down the third baseline. Coach Williams out of the way. And it's a foul ball, 3-2. Lady Dragons with some big games on the way as well. They try to stay right there in the top and in the middle of that district hunt as we have a few weeks left here. Still just kind of like in the middle of things here for the softball and baseball seasons. Full count. That's a shot, and it's down the third base line. And it'll be all the way down the third base line, and it'll be down into the quarter. Coach is going to hold the runners here. And dog it on. Another single, so now the bases will be full for the Dragons. Still no outs. Bases full. Coming to the plate, Gavin McDonald. 3 for 3. Base on balls. Big hit down, and that's going to be a foul ball. Good snag there by Coach Williams down the third baseline in the coach's box. 0-1 to him. McDonald right back in. Gus Duvon on deck for the Dragons. Pitcher's Curry here for the Wolves. Pitch. That's a shot. Left side. Out of play. 0-2 on the long strike. Bases full of Dragons here. That's an 0-2 count. To him at the plate. McDonald now the pitcher here for the Dragons. That one's up high outside, 1-2. And like I said, folks, I know if you're checking it down now, I mean, you can hear the wind blowing around, but there has been times where it just all of a sudden just dies, and then all of a sudden it just picks right back up and starts whipping around again. It's kind of the way we've had to deal with it today. 1-2 to Gavin McDonald. He steps right back in. Pitcher Curry is who he's facing for the Wolves. Pitch on the way. Outside 2-2. Right back in goes McDonald. And the pitch coming. Oh, watch out, Blue. Right back up the gut. That's going to get one run to come across. And I mean, that one was scolded back up the middle there. Hargrove comes in to score. 18-0 now the ball game. Another single comes in. And the bases will remain full here. As it's now 18-2. Still no outs. And Gus Duvon coming to the plates. Gus done a little bit of everything out there today. Except pitch. He's going to catch a pitch right there for a strike call. 0-1 to him. Hit by a pitch, couple of singles, reached on the error. Scoring some runs, played well out in the field. 0-1 to him right now with the bases full. So right back in now, Duvon ready to go. 0-1 pitch. Oh, wow. 0-2. 0-2 pitch right there. On the way now as Duvon standing in. Pitch on the way. Shot off to the right side, and it's going to get it down and out of play. It'll stay 0-2. So an 0-2 count here, Duvon. No outs. Bases full here for the Dragons. And the Wolves looking to get some outs to get out of this inning right here. fly ball over to the right side. That's hanging up there in the air, and that wind is going to knock it down there, and Davis will catch it there behind the first base line. And so that's the first out here of the inning. Good play there by Davis. That stuff gets up in the air up there, man. I tell you, that wind is whipping around. So with one out, Davis able to track it down there behind the first base bag, and one out here. Come to the plates. That's going to be Jay Barnes. He'll come in here for Lambright in his position, ready to hit. Curry. Steve Rock one to him. Oh, 1 to Barnes. Bases remain full here for the Dragons. Pitch on the way. Barnes going to get out there and it's going to get to the second baseman. Nice job there by the second baseman. Amburn is going to come off just off of the dirt there, making a nice play for out number 2. Barnes makes some good contact. I tell you, hard to drive one out there going too far. You got to really knock it out there to that west side or that right side. Obregon coming to the plates. And the bases remain full here now with 2 outs. Curry, the lefty. Obregon says that's going to get down. It's going to get down in the gap, and it's going to bounce all the way to the fence. And that's going to bring in 1 run. Obregon with the single. He'll be at first. That'll bring Scarborough around to score. Making now a 19-2 ball game. Bases remain full. So those bases remain full. Going to sit and dog it here and going to get the outs at home, and that's going to finish it up there to where it is now a 19-2 ball game as that third out is recorded. That's the way it's going to go right there. All right, so we're going to go to the 5th inning. Rodriguez, Davis, and Dupree coming up when we come back here on NETsn.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Aurora Concepts Primary Care Center and just behind it, Medical Specialist Center, is a team supervised by Dr. Jane Todd and led by Don Barnes. They're professionals. They provide good family care to everyone in the family. They're also your center for testing and vaccinations. When there's something wrong and you don't know what, call Aurora Concepts.
Joaquin Tire in Joaquin, Texas. Family owned and operated with new and used tires, general mechanics, and road services. Jesse and his team is proud to serve the community with car, truck, and commercial and ag vehicle tires. They're located in Joaquin at the 84 and Highway 7 split. Call the shop today to make an appointment at 936-269-9516. That's 936-269-9516. Joaquin Tire is a proud sponsor of Game of the Week. Stop in and see them today for all of your new and used tire needs.
Pineywood Sports and NETsn say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your third-generation supply store and lumberyard. If elegance is on your wondering what the best thing is, the place to go is Lasting Crossover from dreams to find them between Tunnel Highway and Highway 96 on Foster Street. They help you maximize the land of East Texas. Jewelry, take a trail, turn it into a driveway, create beautiful ponds, dirt work of all types. Bush hogging and mulching as well. It's Sandy Creek Land Enhancement. The Dragons and Lady Dragons.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here ready to go to the top of the 5th inning. It'll be Rodriguez, Davis, and Dupree, the first 3 up here for the Wolves of San Augustine. And it'll be facing McDonald. Had a good inning there, his last one, and he came in to pitch as Kevin McDonald for the Wolves. Or for the Dragons, I should say. The Dragons have done really well here into the field. and at the bats. And I tell you, they've been some good pitching here for the St. Augustine Wolves. They've got some strikeouts. They just had some errors there and some timely hitting for the Dragons. Have brought in quite a few runs here for them this afternoon, as they lead it right now 19-2 over the St. Augustine Wolves as we go to the top of the fifth. Here comes Rodriguez to the plate, starting pitcher. Ended up over at a third and short a couple times here today. 0 for 2 at the plate today. Starting out, ball 1 to him. So 1-0. Rodriguez, Davis, and Dupree, the first three up here against McDonald. And Rodriguez swing and a miss now. On that outside edge, catching it there. It's 1-2. Getting the sign for Coach Sexton down the third baseline. Rodriguez steps back in. 1-2 count on the way here from McDonald. Gonna say he went, and it is a strike. And it's out number 1. Just did get out in front of that one for the swing call. Here comes Davis to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Davis, multiple player here. You've seen him at third, short, right, first, and even pitching. So a good job by this young man who's able to play plenty of positions here for Coach Sexton. Here's the pitch from McDonald. That's a shot going to be right at Duvon. Up on it this time. As the one got up under his glove last time, he's not letting this one get through. 4-3, out number 2. So Dupree comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a base on ball, scoring 1 run for them back into the second for the Wolves. Dupree and Lacey come in to score on the Luna RBI single back there in the second inning, bringing in the 2 runs for the Wolves. Standing in now Dupree, another multiple player as he started off in a left. Seen him do some pitching for the Wolves as well. So McDonald ready to go here. 2 outs, nobody on. Up high, ball 1. Curry, now pitcher, start off at first. Is on deck here if Dupree can get on. That one's low for ball 2. Duo. Dupree right back in. Nice and pitch there for McDonald. Makes it 2-1. McDonald bringing it low outside. 3-1 to him. So the 3-1 count. Dupree trying to get a little 2-out rally going here for the Wolves. They need some base runners here. That's a little runner back to McDonald there. And he'll send it over to first. And that will do it for the ball game. 1-3 for the third out and 1-2-3 inning here for McDonald. So that will do it here for the ball game. The Dragons will win it here by a score of 19-2 over the St. Augustine Wolves here this afternoon. We'll take a break, folks. Come back with our Aurora Concepts post-game show. Wrap it up here from Shelbyville on NETsn.
Aurora Concepts, Primary Care Center, and just behind it, Medical Specialist Center, is a team supervised by Dr. Jane Todd and led by Don Barnes. They're professionals. They provide good family care to everyone in the family. They're also your center for testing and vaccinations. When there's something wrong and you don't know what, call Aurora Concepts.
Folks, back here to wrap it up on the Aurora Concepts. Hey, Coach, how you doing, sir? How are you? Yes, sir. Always good to see Coach Tori Barnes, that's for sure. So for St. Augustine. So I tell you what, St. Augustine Wolves come out here, Coach Sexton, and they had some multiple pitchers that they threw out here at the Dragons. The Dragons was able to get quite a few hits out here and wrangle up some runs. It all started there in that first inning. The errors was really costed the Wolves here today. With a few of those errors, might have got them out of those innings. Maybe not so many runs coming across here. 8 into the first, and then 9 into the third, and then 2 in the fourth was the scoring here for the Dragons. They had a couple of runs in the top of the first there, should I say into the second inning for the St. Augustine Wolves here this afternoon. So good job here by the pitching. There was a couple of different pitchers here for the Dragons and Coach Williams' squad. Coach Sexton has got to see his team for the first time this year, and know he's got some guys that can play multiple positions out there, and that's good to have here, especially when you get into the district. You always need some guys that can play multiple positions out there. But a good win here for the Dragons. They'll move on, and a big game for them next for the Dragons is going to be on Friday night. Friday night, they will be here in Shelbyville with Garrison and the Bulldogs in town. They lead the top of the district there. It's a big one for both of those teams coming in here, and I think the Dragons' only district loss is to those Garrison Bulldogs. Those Garrison Bulldogs always a very, very good baseball team, and they are again this year as well. So it should be a good one Friday night. We'll see if we can get over here and cover that one for you as well. That wraps up here as the Dragons win, get another big win here for the district, and moving on here, and big games coming up on Friday night for both of these squads. Hope everyone has an awesome, blessed night. Thank you for joining us here on NETsn. We'll see you next time for more right here on NETsn. Bye, everybody.
The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.